My landlord warned me about the basement, but he didn't tell me what was living down there. When I moved into my new apartment, my landlord warned me about the basement. "It's old," he said. "The light flickers sometimes, and don't be alarmed if you hear noises. Pipes creak, and sound carries weirdly down there." That was fine. I had no reason to go down there anyway. Each apartment had its own laundry unit, but I still noticed the light. The basement had a single dusty window that faced the alley. Every night when I got home, I'd see the bulb flickering in the darkness. Sometimes dim, sometimes bright, like it was struggling to stay on. One night, as I was coming up the stairs, my neighbor from 2C, Mr. Dawson, stepped into the hallway. He was old, pale, and moved like he didn't have bones. "Are you the new tenant?" he rasped. I nodded. "Do you see it?" he asked. "See what?" "The light. It flickers when he moves." I laughed nervously, thinking he was just an old man with too much time on his hands. "Sure, Mr. Dawson. I'll keep an eye on it." That night, curiosity got the best of me. I stood at my window staring at the basement light. I decided to count the flickers. 1, 2, 3. It stopped. The light went out completely. I leaned closer to the window, squinting into the dark, and then a face appeared. Not in the window, behind me. I spun around, but there was no one there. My apartment was empty, dead silent. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I saw Mr. Dawson again. "I saw something," I admitted. He nodded. "I know." "What is it?" I asked. He sighed. "The man in the basement." I felt my stomach drop. "There's someone living down there?" Mr. Dawson's face darkened. "Not living. I moved out a week later. The last thing I saw before I left, the basement light flickering in the darkness, like something down there was still moving.